of the country at heart. If they have the interest of this country at heart, quote me verbatim. With what we are seeing now, how many times the said president has come out to speak about the genocide in the country? How many times has he come outside to speak about the insecurity and ponder more on it and give Nigeria hope? What they are busy talking about is 2027, which we have not yet got into. So you will really understand that these people don't have the interest of the citizen at heart, but they have their own personal interest and they have their own personal concern. So everyone you see on the juncture right now trying to come in to contest is not practically going to help the way out of the problem. Nobody is going to bail Nigeria out of his tragedy, of his ordeal, of his predicament. The only way out, in summary, to get out of this mesmerization that we are finding ourselves consistently, is this. One, ladies and gentlemen, these guys in question, you see the reputation of them holding offices from governor to senator, senator to this. They want to continue running the ball for their personal interest and personal concern. So what do we do now? Is that these guys need to be flushed into the corner. And how do you do this? Now, the only thing we should spend time on is not on this democratical pursuit. It's not really working for us as it is now. We need to go back to the drawing board. And how do we do this? Somebody spoke about regional. The regional thing, they will not permit it because they know what they want. If it becomes regional, they won't have chances to steal and to loot the more. So what do they do? Now, we know some certain part of the country is responsible for the high level of the evil in the country. And we have been in trouble since the existence of these people attached to us and the role they play religional-wise, and then causing further chaos in the southwest, the southeast, and other stuff because of their objective. Quote me verbatim, no matter how you try to fix Nigeria, these said people, sorry to use this word, that have introduced a religion that is causing some barbaric heel to the country. These said people understand why there is genocide, understand why there is kidnapping, understand why there is terrorism. And these said people have the mindset to Islamize this country, and that is their central pursuit. No matter how much you try to fix Nigeria, as long as that aim is not achieved, they will continue to cause chaos and make Nigeria imbalanced and will make Nigeria unstabilized. So what do we do now is this. We had issues on ground. We are not supposed to be talking about democratic or election for 2027. Tinubu at this juncture, who concurred to them to have his way in, now does not even know what to do, but he's trying to play to the gallery for his own interest. Now what do? We need to call for a speedy referendum. That referendum, because there is chaos. The North want to Islamize Nigeria. The Igbos want to go. The Yoruba has their own setting on their own section. So what do? There is problem. Now this problem is to call for a referendum that will warrant us to sit down and genuinely and authentically think about how do we go as a nation. The chaos is too much. The pandemonium is escalating on a daily basis. The insecurity is growing. Things are not working out well. Now the center is no longer holding. How do we, if we try to keep the center with the way it is, it's no longer going to hold, whether in the future or presently. So what do? Okay, ABYZ, in conjunction with other African countries who want to see the betterment of Nigeria, and the West who want to see the betterment of Nigeria. That is why you see British is not talking. They are not involved in any chaos or pandemonium going on in the country. They have never once spoke about the genocide, the heel, the upheaval, the pandemonium, and the chaos in the country. Why? Because they want to see us remain in that mess perpetually so that they can have their gain. Now, what do? That we as find ourselves on daily basis. Somebody say we are one Nigeria. This guy was saying I school in Canada, I have done this one, I have gone here, I have gone there. My friend, there's nowhere in Nigeria that is at ease at the moment. So what do? Is to seek call for a referendum. What is the referendum? Involve everybody in a dialogue. Let's talk about what do we do about this country. We are seeing a lot of things not working. Everyone who comes and come to steal, to loot, and to take for themselves. I can tell you vividly, you're talking about the way forward. He's giving a prize to APC or Tinubu and all the rest. Quote me, every one of them have investment in the Western world here. Down to governors, local government chairman, they are thieves. Come and see what I can point to you. One or two of their girlfriends who they bought us for $570,000, change their cars every year in my street in America. Are you listening to me? So what are we talking about? Who is justifying the country? And this guy come here to give us headache and talking trash. It's not all about the trash. It's all about what do we do to remedy this nonsense. It's my concern. How can a young girl of 35 years old has never worked in her life, a man is buying her every latest Land Rover, changing us for our United States of America? Do you know many of our government, our senators and commissioners and governors come to America every 2 weeks, weekend, to come and sleep with a woman and go back? With your money. Build beautiful houses for them, build for their mother, build for them, buy houses here in US for them, carry the family of the girl to US, and you are suffering, they're busy talking trash? What are you telling me? What happiness do we derive in this? Do you know how the house Turubu daughter has in New York? Do you know how much he worth? The girl does not work. She doesn't enter class. We know them. We understand them. Tell me to prove it. I will send you proofs and evidence, Queen. Adam Oshomole of Edo State, come and see an estate he purchased here in Texas. What are we talking about? They come into power, they can't give you mess, and you are speaking on their behalf. If they don't create room for referendum, then we should create room for revolution with restitution. Revolution with restitution. Why is it? That is what I'm teaching. That's what I promote. I don't promote one Nigeria. I promote disintegrating the country. You are busy. If you try to put religion and tribalism the more in the issues of Nigeria, you are going to be killing yourself. Because number one, you are, because Tinubu is a Yoruba man, I have to defend it. Am I a Yoruba? But I love Yorubas. That's why I'm here. I love anybody that is speaking for the betterment of humanity, not even Nigeria, because Nigeria can never be better as long as these criminals are involved. Our president is criminal, Atiku is criminal, Obi, all of them. Even Showore that is trying to come in. When Showore become the head of revolution now, the money that came in, the money they generated, Showore was fighting his boys to return the money. You are not seeing big money, he's fighting for small money. Just leave these people alone. What we need is total cleansing, rehauling the nation. How do we do the rehauling? Now, these guys are stealing. Go see Obasanjo. The place Obasanjo is staying in Ota. Is this his property? That is Nigeria property in 1979, when we are talking about Operation Feed the Nation. Immediately he left power, he took Nigeria property. That is Nigeria's property. That is where Obasanjo put his farm. It belongs to Nigeria. Nobody is talking. I've been in IBB house in 2026. I was in Babangida house. You don't see compound before. That day they talk. One man, they live in a place where go take a whole community. There is filling station in Babangida house. There is mini airport. There is supermarket. There is different houses where nobody is living. Very big and vast place. Basketball field, volleyball field, all that. One human being. One human being. Abdul Salam house, I was there. Abacha's house, I was there in Nasarawa GRN in Kanu. I'm telling you something. This man talking to you, my father was a two-time governor of the whole Bendy and Kwara state. But I am talking to you now. I cannot even boast of 100 million because my father did not go to the party of stealing. They were the Muritala regime party. The old Kwara state and the old Bendy state, Major General George Agbazika. I don't have my identity because we have never stole from Nigeria. And I'm not feeling bad about it. I'm so concerned about that country. And I've done all I could. I have propagated. People have castigated me. People have sent me message of threat and all the rest. But I'm not going to back out. All I'm talking about, we need referendum as it is now. We need to sit down together, talk about this country. Our people are suffering. Things are hard. People are going through difficulties on a daily basis. This referendum will give birth to solution. How do we go about it? Anybody now leave power? Government. They don't do any other thing, Anybody who goes school want to become politician. Like this guy standing and talking trash. Yeah, I'm sorry to say with due respect. You can't tell me that you can boldly challenge these people and tell them the errors that they are putting in place. No, because you want to be silent and get your own share of it. But we that refuse to tell them to buy their concept, they don't want us to play to the corridor of power. What they love is that those who will dance to their tune and abide by their rudiment. So ladies and gentlemen, we don't have solution to Nigeria problem. The only solution, referendum, put tribalism aside, because you know what I'm telling you guys, you don't understand. Hausas are very manipulative. Sorry to say the Fulanese in particular. I have dug deep into their Quran and read the Quran because I'm born in northern part of Nigeria in Kaduna. And I school in ABU Zaria. I understand Hausa very well and I understand their Quran. And I equally understand the Bible. But I want you to understand what their Quran tell them is what they are implementing. Guess what happened? The true followers of Islam are the terrorists. Because that's what they are doing is what Quran said. Deal with the people that does not believe in you. Send them to grave. You are free to marry and adopt anybody that is not a Muslim. adopt anybody that is not a Muslim and make and take the children to yourself as wife. Force them to pay tax. Do ethnic cleansings and sweep away cultural ground to have your ground. It is in the Quran. Why did they add truth for now? I will show you if you want me to reveal the verses. So these guys, they still have the intention to take Nigeria. What is paining me is that some of our Yoruba brothers does not see from that angle, and that is why they are penetrating Kwara. And I'm telling you the truth, if you don't watch very well, I am telling you, you will be the scapegoat at last. Let's call a spade a spade. The reason why they hate Igbo is nothing else, and you are joining in the hate. The reason why they hate Igbo is because Igbo is not ready to speedily concur to their word, to their plot, and their strategy to take over Nigeria. The British is supporting them. That is why they don't talk about their Hill Act, because they steal and keep in the Britain. Have you heard about the eastern back of Nigeria before? In Nigeria, or the northern back, the western back of Nigeria? They have the North Bank. The northern back, the northern back. You don't know that the northern back is where they steal your money. They take the gold they have in outside land and everything they have there. They don't put the money into Nigeria fund and they put it in northern bank. You think Dangote will be so stupid to build a refinery in Lagos? They already have it in mind that that is going to be their land. They know what they are doing. They are very strategic. And I'm just talking to you right now. Why don't you ask yourself that the custom controllers, why are they choosing Hausas? Because everything that comes, why do you think they have this ammunition from? These ammunitions they are using now as terrorists or whatever, bandit, whatever they are using, the Fulanis, is already in the country since. They have been moving these things since, because that is why they put their number one man in the immigration, number one man in the custom, number one man in what? In the army. So when they are carrying all these things in with the intention to cause jihad that they will Islamize Nigeria, to possess it to themselves, they are only trying to use tactics, because in the Quran tells them you can lie to capture the attention of non-Muslim. Play trick on them. Muhammad destroyed them on manipulation. You can manipulate them. They are manipulating people. That is why Tinubu was very tactical to manipulate them and begin to speak Bala Blue. Today, have you heard Tinubu speak Bala Blue? He knows them very well. He played to the game. They carry, what do we call him? Shatima, who is also a bandit, and attach it to him with the mindset that Tinubu is ill. That Tinubu might go like Yaradua. Just like Goodluck Jonathan took over, that Shatima will take over. That is the anger of Shatima till tomorrow. That he thought Tinubu was going to die the next minute. Go to buy the next minute. So they can take over. They are very tactical with the plan. So the North was mad that Tinubu play on their intelligence. That is why they hate Tinubu now. I'm telling you, they hate him with passion. They're looking for every measure to send him out. They don't know what to do. So what they now did is that, okay, we know he has hurted Obi. He did not win the election in 2023. Let's marry him over. And who can do this? Let's use the man who is behind the scene of all the bro-ahs, which is El-Rufai, Ribadu, and Co. Forget about Atiku. Atiku is a slow poison who drum in the secret. So Atiku is a Fulani, El-Rufai is a Fulani, Ribadu is a Fulani. Now they brought Obi. When has the Fulani love Igbo? You don't know what is going on. They want to join because they know Obi might be feeling bad that they took over his chances of which he won. So now, let's bring the man, this guy hurted, his people together and cause chaos between the Yorubas and the Igbos. So while they are busy having issues within themselves, then we will be busy carrying out our plan on the ground. And the only way this can happen, let's make the Igbo feel that we are with them. They brought Atiku. They brought El-Rufai to be supportive. They now merged Rotimi and Mechi. The Rotimi and Mechi from Port Harcourt, how did they support Biafra? You see the logic there? So they will not say, okay, now we are together. The Hausas are with the Igbos, blah, 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 and all the rest. Strategies. Strategic way to nail Tinubu. But Tinubu got the picture. Tinubu is not interested to say, I want to stay there to get money or fix Nigeria. Take note of that. Tinubu want to have his cut out of it because it is a systematic move. That anyone who can want to make money ahead of Obasanjo, Buhari came, want to take ahead of Obasanjo, so that they will say he's the richest president so far. He has played his role, he has played his part. If I take you back to the periphery of how the region of this nonsense began, you'll find out that you don't have a nation. Nigeria is not a nation. The only way out, ladies and gentlemen, is for we to quietly and peacefully think about the way forward. And the way forward, my brother and sister, if you like it or not, Hausa no one let, Fulani no one let go. They are planning deeply. Can't you use your number 6? What are they doing in Kwara? They are logically coming. They are moving. And you know what? Their son has already invaded Lagos. You don't know the logic. Is there oil in Lagos? Why don't you use your number 6? Dangote has invaded Lagos indirectly. His investment in Lagos and everything is a signpost. You think Dangote will allow Hausas to do anything in Lagos, to spoil Lagos? No. You know why? Because he has investment there. How many times have Dangote come out? If Dangote come out today and say, Amutanemu, Dalla Kutena wana Lala Cheabu and Nigeria. Bamu so Irwana Abu. Atiku come outside. Babangida come outside. The Southern and Sokoto come outside. Say, this nonsense got to stop. Have they spoken? No. Has Edify spoken? No. Who is busy talking? Gumi. And then why is Gumi, who is promoting terrorism, is not called to book or called to order? Why don't you use your number 6? Why can't they talk to it? Gumi is not ahead of the Southern. Gumi is not an emir. It's only a sheikh. An emir is greater than a sheikh. A Sudan is greater than a sheikh. So why is he not? Nobody is talking. The president is greater than him. Even the governor is higher than him in position. Down to the local government chairman. When it comes to the hierarchy of governance. But they are not talking. You think they don't know what they are doing? I am telling you, my sister, they brought Mazinan de Kanu, kept him in Sokoto, which is the headquarters of the Fulanis, and the headquarters of Islam. Why? They go to Mazinan de Kanu every day to get him convinced. The day they finish convincing Mazinan de Kanu to drop Biafra, Nigeria is gone. If you say I'm no longer in need of Biafra, they said to him with the billions they have been asking him to take. Nigeria is gone. You know why I say Nigeria is gone? Why would Nigeria be gone? Nigeria will be gone. Sunday Igboho, what happened to him? They have settled him. They silenced him not to talk, and he have kept quiet. If Sunday Igboho was not quiet, and he chose to fight for his people, guess what happened? The Fulanis will not penetrate Kwara. They have to silence the challenger so that they can get access into Yoruba land. And Tinubu supported it, logically, just to please them. If the Tinubu back up Sunday Igboho, outside, you will not hear that they are killing anybody in Kwara. They don't burn them away. They don't go come. They won't come. So they know what they are doing. They have brought our brother Sunday Igboho out. They got him, Yoruba become vulnerable and open. I am telling you, they will penetrate Ogun. They're in every corner. You know what they are waiting for? They are waiting for the next instruction. If they aren't in Kwara, there was an instruction. Now, if they aren't in any place, there is instruction. They take instruction even more than we that claim that we have understanding. They work by orders, by instruction. And that is what they are carrying out on a daily basis. Now, they want to penetrate Ebola, and they cannot. You know what they do? They are carrying every day people to Aji. You know how many Igbo people they are going to Mecca? Every day they are giving them money. They are changing their name from Obinna to Musa Abubakar Dangiwa. Every day they want to penetrate these people with their people to make sure they are not thinking about, see, don't be all that they find. No. They believe that when they capture it with Islam, they cause jihad, they capture the entirety of Nigeria, this thing will become theirs. So please, I'm begging you people, we should stop this argument fighting each other. They want to ruin us. The problem of Nigeria is not even the government per se. When we succeed in letting Fulani get out of our means, we can rub mind together to resolve. We, both the East and the West and the Middle Belt. And the Middle Belt are saying bye-bye to them. We are no longer going to comply to you. Because they have realized the mess. Even Gowon till tomorrow is regretting the war. Why? Because he began to get the true picture. Then they were calling them the Hausa Fulanis. Now he realized we are not Hausa. We are not the Fulanis. We have no business with them. These are migrants who came from this vagabond and fugitive who came from different parts of other nations and came into Nigeria. They don't have a cultural home. That is why they want to do ethnic cleansing. They want to go to anywhere, clean the people up, and take over the place. They don't have a base. Fulanis are nomadics. They move from one angle to the other. So since then, it is British that gave them the parameter to begin to see value.
Please.
So what I'm trying to say in essence is this. Please, I want to summarize with this because I'm speaking in anger and I don't care whose court is God. I'm not adding my identity. I will continue to point to the wrong irrespective of what. But what I'm trying to say in essence is this. We need to talk about the way forward. These criminals you see here, Obi was a governor, is coming back. What are you coming to do? Now you the born. Now you did like the country. Tinubu was not a senator to presidency, to governor this thing. Atiku was a governor. of Taraba State. Obasanjo brought him to be a vice president. Now he wants to be president. What has he done? Do you know how many? This guy is a big criminal you see here, this thief. The 144,000 houses in Lagos, they share it within themselves with Obasanjo. Owando Oye, Nigeria Telecommunication, measure many of them. These guys, they are the ones sending people to go and buy those items for themselves. They will give their in-laws and their brothers money to buy Nigeria property for them. Article here, you see what he has stolen in this country. And when he was a custom controller, do you know the level of sheer wickedness? This man was part and parcel of whatever the northern people brought. The weapons they brought into the country, the Fulanis. This man will never look into the containers. They will move them to the north. That is why they keep keeping their people there so that nobody will look into issues. That is the person you are telling us want to give a good concept to Obi. Even if Obi is good. But as long as he's hanged himself up, people may say it's politics. Politics, you can play some game with people which play game with criminals. They will buy you right away. Their mind is that they will still possess Nigeria. Now, you want to talk about, like, we don't have, and I'm telling Showore, whether I like it or not, he's an activist, he has to focus on his line. But telling about leading Nigeria, he does not have the capacity. He does not. I'm telling you, he don't have the way with that. Nigeria is too deep for him to understand. The only thing is, let us promote referendum. We want to talk. Okay, from age and age and age and age of these people that have served in this country, retire them. Then when they insist, we call for revolution. This revolution that we give room to restitution. When you bab Tinubu, I am telling you the debt we are owing in Nigeria will clear one day. When you hold IBB, you know IBB is worth $870 billion. Tell me, you hold Obasanjo, you know how much is not Buhari, Abacha's family? Then don't just go to the governors. Do you know the amount of money of Nigeria in Chase Bank, in Wells Fargo Bank, in banks of BB&B banks, and many of them? That's why I was telling you guys, say, I want to tell America, don't come and fight genocide for us. First of all, return the money they kept in your care. We will know you care about us. Yes, the money these criminals steal, pick it from them, use it personally, send a task force, appoint people to come and fix Nigeria with hospitals, good road and security, because the money we have outside the country that these criminals have stolen, we fix Nigeria and we pay each Nigeria on daily basis for survival. So our money is outside, heavily outside. They have investment outside, heavily outside. So the first revolution is to, first of all, cut away with their resources, deprive them from coming in. We in Nigeria stop them from leaving the country. And then, you know why Burkina Faso is thriving? It's eating. Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré took some of his people like these criminals you see here and kept them in the country and said, you are not going anywhere. Play others to come in that they want to give them a position in power. They all came in and they are under, all of them, under house arrest. They are there in the country. Anytime there is a project to carry out, you must sign some money out. Quietly, nobody knows where they are. They don't have access to communicate outside. But they must communicate with the government when the government has need of money. That is revolution with restitution. No bloodshed, nothing. They will all be at home. If you retire, let it call home. Babangida is there. IBB, this is me. I want to build a very formidable hospital, good thing in Niger State. We want you to give us part of the money in your care. Simple mathematics. That is the only way we can constructively put Nigeria together. And failure to agree to that, which I know they will not, leave them in the country. Let them, after the referendum, okay, we want to go. You say we don't want to go. They will not know the way out. So there's a strategic way to treat this matter. And this is what I've been teaching people in my own class. And we are working on something, irrespective of what. We must not throw it open to the view of people. Something must emanate one day. God bless you all. I won't say God bless Nigeria because Nigeria is under a spell already. God bless any peace and tranquility that will come after Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Labi.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Labi.
From A to Z. Thanks, great.
Mr. Labi, you said you want to ask question from everything he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
I'm going.
complaint mentioned that Burkina Faso they are thriving. In what aspects, please? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Blue
How do
important
you
zombie by
what
now.
what do you say about a thriving country? What do you when you see a country thriving and becoming very successful, developmental wise and human resources wise and otherwise? How do you credit them? You
Okay.
see them as
It has
failure?
to be. It has to be. No, no. You said they are thriving, right? And I
Yes,
want to confirm, right? So because
they're thriving.
The Burkina
Yes.
Faso that
Tọ́lá
check.
bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣé o ti lẹ́ẹ̀nì bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ àlàbí o ti lẹ́ẹ̀nì bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀sùn bó ṣe ń smoke. Tọ́ba ní smoke bó ṣe ń smoke nìyẹn.
Queen. Let us have
Tọ́ba
intellectual
ti ní sùúrù
conversation.
tọ́ba question tó ń béèrè tọ́ba ti béèrè tọ́ba ti wá fẹ́ bí ẹ léèrè farabalẹ̀. Mi ò fara mi ò ní sùúrù ó sì ní mí ìwọ ló máa ní sùúrù fún mi ó sì lè mí. Question tó fẹ́ béèrè ìsìn lọ́wọ́ great for life tó bá ti dá ẹ lóhùn farabalẹ̀ parí pé
mo ń gbọ́
directly ló máa dá ẹ lóhùn ẹ farabalẹ̀ great tó bá béèrè question sí farabalẹ̀ kó o listen bó ṣe reply ẹ padà wàá rí pé direct question ló máa fún ẹ tó bá ti wá béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ direct tó yẹ èyí tó ń béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ tó ń gba Ìbàdàn lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ń gbé Èkó jáde sí Nàìjíríà tó yẹ pé ọ̀tọ̀ ní Èkó ọ̀tọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yẹn farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ bó ṣe ń dáhùn question ó yá béèrè question gbọ́. Gbèrè ọ̀rẹ́ à ń gbọ́ ọ̀mùtà ẹ̀ kò béèrè question. Bó ti sọ pé professor níbì kan ọmọ primary one níbí wàá lẹ́yìn bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹni yóò ní question mi.
Mr. Labi, unmute yourself. No, we are come on, go to unmute.
Ó dá máa béèrè question lọ́wọ́ ìwọ́de máa dáhùn.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Because Burkina Faso they mean because right, economically they are not there. They are having security issues with an Islamic terrorism, right? And this same Burkina Faso, they are still borrowing from International Monetary Fund about 143 million. The last time I checked. So I want to get the definition of a thriving nation from you. That's
Okay, thank you very much. You said they are still borrowing, right?
Just borrowing. I'm talking about the economical because most people say
no. I'm coming from the angle. You concluded with that they are still borrowing, which means you are practically saying
Great for life. Ẹ jẹ́ kó béèrè question ẹ̀. Ẹ wá dá ẹ má exchange ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Lórí àní question tàbí bí léèrè.
Can we have let us build a question now.
Okay, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, because the thing is, the rumor circulating is Burkina Faso doesn't borrow money for borrowing is not a crime, right? It's not a crime. But
okay, is it a rumor or you have the evidence? Rumor, you are using rumor to ask a question. Are you okay? Why would you use rumor to ask a question? Or something you have the evidence?
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà ó lọ sí Burkina Faso.
Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ Burkina Faso lásán lọ́wọ́ báyìí?
I don't know. Ẹ̀yin náà rí ẹ̀rọ àwọn tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé ẹ̀wọ̀n sẹ́ẹ̀tì wọ́n tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Ara àwọn tẹ́ ń pè ní agbẹnusọ yín sí káyé nìyẹn.
Great man fún ní answer.
Báwo ni ẹgbẹ́ yóò ṣe ní máa ṣe jàtijàti? Ẹ wo ní àwọn tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ní kó lọ máa lẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Queen pé kó lọ tò kó lọ máa kọ́ bọ́ ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin náà wo ẹ wò.
So Bàtúnṣe wá sí ìbáyé sí I'm not here supporting any party.
Wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà ibi báyà support anybody. So mi ò support any party níbí any platform níbí wọn bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ iṣẹ́ wà ní party kankan ni kò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa any party ṣé mo jẹ́ tó wà party lójú ẹ tí bá wà party mi ní rí bí mo ṣe rí jọ̀nàjọ̀nà mo máa dà sígboro.
You are not see even after this conversation mi ò ní ṣù pẹ̀lú ẹ I don't know why you are shouting.
Mi ò shouting bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn ó ṣe é ṣe kó bá ti bá mi pàdé rí bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn.
This is a public space. So Mr.
Labi, there's still a lot of people that will ask you questions. You've answered your own question, and you can elaborate on it. But it affects Nigeria no, and nǹkan tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria là ń really sọ pa. It's not really ọ̀rọ̀ Burkina Faso. if you understand, go straight to the point.
Tabani conversation, we have to be doing fact checking. That's just it.
Owó nǹkan tí Burkina Faso yáwó fi ṣe wọ́n ṣe dáadáa kí ni GDP wọ́n sìn nígbà tán ti gbàjọba. Simple question. Yes, answer your question. Your question doesn't relevant.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. I don't understand. They borrowed.
Your question does not relevant.
Did they use it for the purpose? Why you?
How much
why you
Burkina
trying
Faso
to?
currency before to Nigeria money?
Supporting this government of criminality. That's just what it is.
Oh yeah, Mr. Labi, down question to be
$55 trillion. Up to now, how many years? $55 trillion is what the president borrowed. What has he done? Do we have good roads? Do we have security? Do we have hospital?
Not dollars.
No. Sorry, $1 trillion naira. Sorry, please.
Oh yeah,
So,
Mr.
do we
Labi,
have anything?
down question to be so one day what Burkina Faso ya gbogbo ẹ lọ fi ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ kó fi ṣe. So Tinubu yáwó kò fi ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ kó fi ṣe.
Go make it show us what he can do.
Oh yeah.
Make Tinubu show us.
Mr. Labi, oh yeah, go ahead.
Tell us what Tinubu take the money
for. Ìbò ló kọ sí kò fẹ́ fi ṣe nǹkan. Ẹni tó ẹ pé ó ń dìdì pé kò sí ẹni tó máa mú òun lọ́wọ́.
Yeah, Mr. Labi,
make it tell us what Tinubu take the money do. But we say, we go show you Burkina Faso.
Mr. Labi,
I go show you. I will show you pictures. I'll prove it to you. I'll pull them out.
Yourself, Mr. Labi.
Come on.
Somebody want to ask you about the thing.
Yeah.
I can't be sharing me with them. You don't party with me and you're intelligent.
Then get out of here now.
Look at what I say. I'm gonna make sense. I'm not happy with what is going on. That's why I'm standing this way. Because we are benefiting from the government.
When you come here before, you talk say you be APC member. You dey go they talk say you no support any party.
Mr. Labi,
but you don't say you don't use your mouth say you no support any party. I beg, mute your side.
Mr. Labi,
continue with our conversation.
I ask you, any suru.
Bring Alabi, join us backwards.
Mr. Labi, any suru. Tí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ tó bá dá yín lójú, ní kí ẹ bá àwọn èèyàn ṣe sọ̀rọ̀. Tí nǹkan tẹ́ yìí fẹ́ sọ tó bá wà convincing ẹ. Ṣẹ́rí lórí bíbá ẹni suru. Lórí bíbá support anybody. For betterment of Nigeria.
But but
please. Mr. Alabi, send the voice sínú àwọn tó wà ní group yín, ní APC group yín, professor ní group yín, please and please. Ní kó join life kan, pọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ àbí kó share sí kó join. Mo bẹ̀ ní gbogbo wá rí pé ẹni tó ń tẹ̀lé tó ń pè ní professor àbí tó ń teach ní lesson ojú máa tì ẹ́ pé ṣẹ́ni tí mo ń tẹ̀lé rè Allah.
Mr. Labi.
Question méjì péré mo máa bi léèrè tó bá lè dá mi lóhùn méjèèjì yẹn. Tó bá lè dá mi lóhùn. Àní professor ní group rẹ̀. Question méjì. Mi ò lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà torí pé mo ti àwọn tó kàn ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Let me
judge ẹ.
Ẹ wo kankan èmi ò bá ní kẹ́ fún Alabi ní ààyè ẹ ṣe rí mistake ẹ máa gbọ́ mistake tí gbogbo wa ń ṣe ẹ mọ̀ mistake tí gbogbo wa ń ṣe mistake tí gbogbo wa ń ṣe ni pé
ṣẹ́rí láìfù yìí ẹgbẹ́ sáyé sọ fún Mr. Alabi má bínú láìfù wọ́n lè má pa kó tó dọ̀la wọ́n lè má pa láìfù yìí kó tó di ọ̀la you can go and prepare she always here 24/7.
No, that's what they do.
24/7. This life, wọ́n lè má pa fún 1 week. I never see person wey go run life for 1 week. You don't see the person.
I never see him.
If you run this life for 1 week because of you, go prepare, come.
Lewis, this is not battle, right? It is conversation.
No, the conversation you are having here is not relevant. It's not tally. It's not going with people.
It's not relevant. It is normal thing now.
You don't say what people want to hear.
See,
Lewis, you might be saying something.
Lewis, these guys, let me tell you this, Alabi. They have changed of them APC have assigned on social media. I'm telling you the truth. They will come and want to make you see reason why Tinubu is an angel. I'm just telling you why others are angels. APC. Please tell us exactly. You are opposing something now. Show us what Tinubu has done that we can vividly see. Without money they borrowed.
We have the Nel Fund, right? We have the coastal road that is coming. We have a lot of these.
You can see Nel Fund. See.
Coastal road.
Hey, what does
see going on, right?
Where the minister is a thief.
You say?
The coastal road you are talking about, how much was looted out of the project?
Okay, give me the figure.
According to Nigeria Constitution, according to Nigeria Constitution, one contractor should not handle a project of $1 billion.
I'm telling you, are you hearing me? You hear this guy talking trash?
Should not handle a contract of $1 billion.
One contractor handle a project of a federal republic.
How do you give a single contractor a contract of $11 billion?
Answerable to only the president. How much I spend, president, that's why I spend them. Two of them, they do business. They steal our money.
Mr. Great.
But do you know that the constitution of the country does not permit a single contractor to handle a project of $1 billion? Talk less of $11 billion. Are you aware of that? Go prepare. This life go day. This life day. Go prepare.
Lewis, calm down.
Let them know.
The first also.
Do you know the numbers?
The
number of houses Tinubu have.
I don't want APC boys many times. They're not the hear word. I said these people in this platform, they will school you and they will disgrace you, because the people who are always in this platform, there are something else. If you are coming here to defend Tinubu, I don't know how you're going to look like. It's your business, but get yourself ready, do your research, prepare yourself, then come to the platform. And at the end of the day, if you are defending Tinubu, you will still get it. Although they will school you, except you don't want to learn. So it's just the truth. They will school you. Because what you did now, you want to ask a question. You want to ask a question. You are using rumor to ask a question. It's not what you have the evidence.
I bet to talk. Make I clear the rumor when he asked. He said, what's the debt profile of Burkina Faso? The debt profile.
No. That wasn't my question, sir. That wasn't my question.
No, he said there was a rumor that this. I said, how do you mean rumor? Or something you have fact to.
And you did not let me land, right?
I understand, but when you started, there was a rumor. How do you want to land?
That's the English you use.
There was a rumor. Because that means you yourself is not verified by you. You don't know if it's truth or not. Rumor. So you can't continue. Anybody who want to listen to that, or the person who want to answer the question will tell you, I don't answer question based on rumor. I answer question based on fact. And they will not trash you on the corner. That is what they are doing to you now.
What you have to understand that what he said is based on what they've been saying.
My brother, you came to the platform, relax, watch them. If I were you, I would listen to them. I would just listen. I would just learn.
I said, you can't
have a conversation with these people. They have so many to
under Tinubu 48 billion. But it is people that are defending Tinubu that are telling you Burkina is borrowing.
Pardon me,
you just made a clear
platform. It is people that are defending a man that has borrowed 48 billion.
Please making a clean.
My brother, don't let all those women, you get our mothers where they come here. If they meet you for here, you go get problem. You better just, you know.
Which kind of problem?
Talk my question. Those are lying for. Those who are fat put their cupboard, all their bed, everywhere where they sleep now fat.
So meanwhile, the $1 billion rumor is a fake.
Wait, the person where don't they change your mind? Say you no support any party. Maybe you say you no support any party. Maybe you talk.
I am supporting APC.
Wait, but you talk and say you no support any party.
I am not talking. Lewis, calm down.
But share you talk am or you no talk am?
No, I don't talk am. I said
you no talk am. Now you talk am for here.
I get we no go scare you. Wait, just move. Let's continue. Continue. Ẹ má jẹ́ ní láyà.
Mi lè bèrè question lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ wa lọ. Kó máa learn. So kó máa learn bí wọ́n ṣe ń dá.
Fíìsì ẹ̀yin lè continue. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Fíìsì náà kan continue.
Oya, Fíìsì
abeg talk.
What I'm saying. My brothers, they won't continue now. They learn. Not let anything trigger you. Because if you trigger you, they go put that to your body. Oh, now you know. Me, you don't say my guy.
Relax.
Monja Sini. Now you know.
Truth talk, relax. You know, see what this guy is doing. It's a script by all APC supporters. They all say the same thing. They all act the same way. Hold on, I beg. Hold on. They all say the same thing. They all act the same way. They all have the same defense. They all have the same attack. They're the same. You know, they change. Now, somebody used Burkina Faso as an example, and you decide to simply jump on that Burkina Faso as an example and make a whole point out of it. However, make I just clear you so that you know go to use them again. Total borrowing of Traore, 5 billion. Total borrowing of Tinubu, 48 billion. Burkina Faso's drive with the loan is highly infrastructural. Tinubu's drive with the 48 billion. Listen, compare the figures. 48 billion Tinubu alone. Tinubu's drive, hold on, 48 billion. Now, dollars the monso. His drive alone is largely a waste. How do I know it's a waste? The total budget performance of 2025 capex, capital expenditure, is less than 20%. And Tinubu don't borrow, he still borrow, he don't borrow life out of everybody in 3 years.
And after, hold on. Please add this one. We are still running from 2024 to 26. We are running 3 years budget.
Which is why I said,
please, concurrent, please.
2024 budget is still less than 80%. What's they call them? Budget. Anyway, we've not been able to run budget past 80 billion. 2024. Tinubu was on the podium publicly telling people that I've met my revenue target. I don't need to be borrowing. In last year, 2025. Whereas the guy has borrowed the future of our own children because his own children are secured.
Fiscal year.
The Jordan yes, for exactly. You know, Adedeji had to come out and start explaining, that was for 2024. Even the 2024, the budget performance was still less than 80%. Budget performance of 2025, less than 20%. We have already drawn another budget for 2026. Tinubu has already asked for another loan to be borrowed.
Again.
Now, again, recently, which has not been granted yet. Now, we're not saying, there's nothing wrong in borrowing. You can borrow for production. Nobody is borrowing for waste.
Sure, what the money is used for.
Because all you need to look at when you borrow money and you cannot invest the money in capital expenditure, that tells you are a waste of space. We should be borrowing and be investing. That's when borrowing is not a waste. In Nigeria, the borrowing of Tinubu is a total, complete waste. And it is sad that all of you APC, I have so many APC as friends, so many APC as colleagues, so many APCs as in my family. Your line of defense for Tinubu is the same, one and the same. You don't have options. So that if someone is able to grab you from one corner like this, that's it, you will fall. Which is why I always encourage people to allow you guys to talk what you want to talk. Because at the end of the day, you go still fall. You go still fall press sooner. Because I cannot understand how you will look at what is currently going on. I have a friend in one of my classmates in one of my WhatsApp groups. That one actually said, concern me when Nigeria they die. My own is make to know win. That is una mentality for that APC. Which was why Sheyi Law went online to go and say what he said, that today people don't they die. Because your mentality is you don't care what the situation of the country is. All you care about is, oh, we now have 30 governors in APCA. Whereas you cannot conduct one simple, free and fair election. And you have 30 governors. What is there for you to brag about?
God bless you.
Throw a fair and fair election anywhere in the world without manipulation, without crime, without violence. You will lose with all your 30 governors. You guys are failing on a daily basis, and to go to election, you still have to fight as if you are in opposition. You have the judiciary in your pockets. You have the 30 governors in your pocket. You have Senate in your pocket. You have House of Rep in your pocket. Oh yeah, now go on election. Go and do ordinary election. In Abuja, you still have to deploy violence. The wicked had to deploy all sorts of stupid, non-constitutional strategy just so you can win. If you sure for now, why are you doing all of this? If you think you've done what is right, why are you doing all of this?
Good job.
The security in the country alone, in any other country that I know in the world that is sane, the president would have resigned based on that insecurity alone. No matter how good the president, there is a president who resigned just because an accident happened in his country. You can Google it. I don't need to tell you the name. Because an accident, not be emo. An accident happened somewhere, he resigned because lots of people died. But in your country, people would be dying to you, Tinubu will be going to party. I'll be making the go France or making the go Turkey, whereas people are dying on a daily basis. I said in one group, I said, those people who have died are my brothers, and I am bereaved that my brothers are dying. He said, the APC guy went there, say, now you they suffer. Now you they bereaved. We know they bereaved. My own is national cake. That's the way you guys think. That's the way you guys talk. Based on security alone. If anybody wants to have an argument with you, that person you just stop strictly on security alone, because that is the primary responsibility of the president. He swears to protect lives and property and the welfare of the nation. He has failed in that primary responsibility. Why is he still a governor? But yet, this is the guy that you guys will be defending. Oh, Nel Fund. I'll be waiting on how you talk. Nel Fund, Coastal Road. So the Nel Fund and the Coastal Road is only for the rich. The Nel Fund is only for surviving children. Now people will survive. Will they collect Nel Fund? People are dying. Do something about it. There was a copper who went to serve his country, being stamped and being brutalized by terrorists.
I have the video here.
The video is there. The video is there for everyone to see. And
do you see your government come outside? Somebody who serve his country, we don't have a president who come outside to say something about it.
You are talking of, see, when I now saw the video and I posted in my group, I said, this is ridiculous. And now added, if a brigadier general could be slaughtered like nobody and the president didn't say a word.
We're on the same page, my brother. I did the same. I did the same.
What is a copper?
Brigadier General. God forbid.
For the first time in the history of this country,
history of the world,
Brigadier General
in the whole world, useless president,
like animal,
idiot.
And the president did not come out, and yet you guys will come out and say, "Oh, we have 30 governors. Oh, there's Nel Fund. Nel Fund, my foot. You guys are shameless,
shameless people."
Nel Fund. What is Nel Fund when the security of your country is nothing to write about? Economy, I've already pointed you out on economy, so I'm not going to go back. Your budget performance for 2025 was less than 2025. Exactly, less than 2025. You're still running 2023-2024 budget. Whereas you have already put in for another 26. And you want to talk about economy. You shut up. You have nothing to say when it comes to economy.
God bless you, Fiso. Wallahi.
You shut up when it comes to economy. You don't have any points.
Wallahi.
What are you talking about?
I'll go drink one
whereas you guys, okay, the president came out, oh, I have met my revenue for 2025. Which revenue have you met? Which revenue? And to
God
make
bless
it work,
for this platform,
when we say anything, when we say, oh, our election, we want real-time transmission, you say, oh, we are not there yet. But when it comes to taxing the poor and killing them with other taxes, you are there, Abi.
Come on, this guy is good.
You are there already. When it comes to taxing and killing ordinary people, you are there as a nation. But when it comes to transmitting election results, no, we are not there yet. What are you guys afraid of? Shebi, you are incumbent. Shebi, you are doing well. What are you further afraid of? Why are you afraid?
I don't follow you.
Throw free and fair election and see how you would lose. But no, you have to go and be buying governors. If you don't know, the governors are not joining because they believe in your party. The governors are joining because of their own selfish reason they want to return. Because Tinubu had already promised them to be the custodian of the state commissioner, INEC state commissioner. Is going to be in their pockets. That is why they are joining. If you join Tinubu, you will give your INEC commissioner to manipulate as you wish. That's the only reason why they are joining. And what is sad, what is so sad, what is so sad is that this killing will continue under Tinubu, and you will still come out high after 2027. The economy abysmal, the economy performance is going to continue woefully under Tinubu. You APC guy will still continue, will come out your eye because you know they chop your own. I can imagine how much you are getting as a senior special assistant to a Lagos State government. You they chop, Alabi, you they chop plenty. So I can understand why you have to defend. Seriously, if you're my friend, I'll be applauding and say, go and defend you. But there are some things you don't do in the public and start rationalizing insecurity and start defending insecurity. Don't do that. Please. Those people who are dying are my brothers. Imagine that guy. Now my mama born that now your mama born that guy where they stamp
go school. Family don't train picking finish.
Whether they stamp on that copper, would you come here and be saying security Tinubu is doing well? Would you? Would you have some pain? Or because it not be your blood brother, so there is no pain in your heart? There is pain in some of us hearts. There is pain when we saw it. We felt nothing but pain in our hearts. You guys, APC guys, felt nothing. You are lethargic to the pain of many people in this country. You have no sympathy, no empathy for the situation of ordinary people in this country. They showed 2 girls, they were going to school. 2 girls, under the captivity. They show a man and 2 children being beaten by terrorists. You guys will say nothing about it.
I have the video. I'm keeping all those stuff. We have them.
I do. See no evil.
I am saving them.
Hear,
so let me tell them we know what they are doing.
Your own case is see no evil, hear no evil. You will keep mute. You just be looking at it as if it didn't happen. Your own is to sweep it under the carpet. No Ribadu, Abi, your federal government will come out and deny and say, oh, now only 30 people will come out. Nah, only 30 terrorists kill. Terrorists will come out and say, now 200 we capture, not be only 30. Your government is busy denying. Your government is busy denying everything. Terrorists are busy exposing your own lie as if they are more righteous. Can you imagine? A federal government is lying to his people. Terrorists will come out and expose and say, your federal government is lying to you. We don't, now 40 people will kill. Now 100 people will kill. Now 200 people will kill. The government will say, no, now only 1 people they kill. Can you imagine? Because of politics. And you as an APC, you are happy with it. You don't see anything wrong with it.
You are telling us about trust fund.
And now you're not telling me exactly Nail Fund, Coastal Road. Have you guys got no shit? Listen. Even in Tinubu's government, they said Buhari government is the worst. Even in Tinubu's government, because he took our loan from 13 trillion naira, he met it to 80 trillion naira. Okay? Buhari. So people in governments of Tinubu say, Buhari's government didn't do well. They were supporting Buhari for the 8 years anyways. But now that he's out, Buhari government didn't do well. Even if Buhari government didn't do particularly well, he had better infrastructure than Tinubu. Even at that, look at the train. Yes. Even though he's the worst. So stop pointing to infrastructure as if you let us use that to measure Tinubu. A growing country, a productive country is not measured by all those things. Those things are tokenism. They are tokens. Just to show you, just to flash it in your face and say, look at this token. People say, hey, look at that. Look at that. So
listen, he says school in Canada.
Much more serious.
Canada.
You understand? Look, it is not a function whether you school in Canada or you don't school in Canada. Sometimes book is not knowledge. Book is not wisdom. Okay? You can school anywhere. Book is not wisdom. What we are saying is a government that can prioritize the feelings, the aspiration, the welfare of the commonest people is a true government. Even if you don't build Coastal Road. Let people come out and say, we love this government because it loves us. I dare you to conduct free and fair election anywhere in the world without violence. In Lagos State, APC will be flawed. Many people, these APC people, they will tell you, those people, they vote for Lagos, but will attack the Igbo. Breaking news. Not be Igbo, they vote against APC for Lagos. So now you're Rubaso. Take that away and take it back to your coping. Not be Igbos. You can attack Igbos all you like. Igbos can leave Lagos State in next election. APC will still lose. They will lose woefully. Because now Yoruba, ordinary Yoruba will vote against APC in a free and fair election. Don't bribe them. Don't give them rights. Don't tell them to collect 5,000 election date. You will lose, and you will lose woefully. And you know that.
My brother, I don't follow you.
You not get mad to defend this failure of the government. Make arrest more to give you a chance to take, trap yourself. Where you go?
I clap for you, bro. Carry go. No challenge.
Chance now. I won't give him a chance to respond now. Make it defense.
Make it respond now.
Now.
We do here.
Okay. Thank you for giving me the chance. As I said earlier before I joined. Erobodomi. So you get. But the thing is, you are being too emotional because you said a lot of things. Honestly, can I learn? I didn't interrupt, please. I think it makes sense that way.
I hear the host though. Host, when you don't know what meter.
Well.
Mi ò mọ̀ pé mi ò mútu o, ẹ má bínú pé mi ò mútu ara mi, ẹ má bínú sí mi. Èmi ni mo mútu ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní ẹ tètè bá sọ fún mi ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí background noise torí máa ń mú. Ó ní ó wà emotional, ìyẹn ni mo sáré fẹ́ sọ fún ẹ. Ẹ má máa lo gbólóhùn yẹn mọ́. Gbólóhùn yẹn náà máa ń ní kí gbogbo yín máa ń sọ. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ APC ó ti wà lẹ́nu yín ká mọ́ sọ pé èèyàn wà emotional. Ẹni tí ẹ̀jọ̀ bá hàn níbẹ̀ ni ẹ̀ nìkan ló ní wà emotional. Ẹni tó bá yan ọ̀dájú tó yan ìkà bíi bàbá yín ìkà nìkan ló ní wà emotional. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló ràn nínú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹni sọ pé èèyàn wà emotional. Bó lè ṣe ní wà emotional? 1 petrol 1,000 per litre, the highest money ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wá ní èèyàn ní wà emotional. Wọ́n wọlé wọ́n bẹ́ orí èèyàn wọ́n pa ìyá arúgbó òkú sùn. Bàbá yín ò kọ́ school kò kọ́ ilé ìwé kò kọ́ hospital ó lọ kọ́ cemetery bí táwọn máa sin àwọn òkú sí. Ẹni èèyàn níwà emotional pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí èèyàn níwà emotional. Ìkà nìkan ló máa ń lórúkọ lóhùn tó lò yẹn pé èèyàn níwà emotional sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn máa wà emotional tó ní pé kì í ṣe bí a ṣe fẹ́ kí country wa Nàìjíríà ṣe rí ló ṣe rí. Kò ṣe pé bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí yẹn kò wú anybody nínú wa. Sí lára àwọn tó bá yín báyé Nàìjíríà jẹ́ a máa wọ emotional torí kì í ṣe country wa nìyẹn. Kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ Nàìjíríà dà ló ṣe wùwá kò wùwá a máa wọ emotional bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Má máa lo gbólóhùn yẹn mọ́. Ìkà ló máa ń lo gbólóhùn yẹn. Ejò bùyàn jẹ ní Nàìjíríà kò sí oògùn tó máa fún. Mo show fídíò kan lánàá ọmọ 14 years kú kò sí ambulance tán fi rush ọmọ yẹn dákú nínú ilé ni. Bàbá rẹ̀ ó rọ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ wìtọ̀kadà lọ sí ọsítù. Ọmọ yẹn dákẹ́, ó dé ọsítù tán ọmọ yẹn dákẹ́. Kò sí, wọ́n bèèrè lọ bàbá yìí wọ́n ní ṣé kó máa gbé sí mọ́ṣúárì, ó lò lówó mọ́ṣúárì. Ọ̀kadà ní bàbá yìí tún di òkú ọmọ ẹ̀ sí. Ó sọ òkú ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́ ọlọ́kadà lẹ́yìn, oníkọ́mọ̀ máa gbé lọlé. Kò sí owó tó máa fi pe mọ́tò. Ọ̀kadà ló tún fi ru òkú ọmọ 14 years lọlé. Ẹni èèyàn ò níwà emotional. Ọ̀dájú èèyàn ló máa ń lórúkọ lóhùn yẹn ẹni tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ò rán nínú vein yẹn ló máa ń sọ pé èèyàn wà emotional. Ta ni inú ẹ̀dùn sí Nàìjíríà? Ta ló wà happy sí ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà? Nobody. a máa wọ emotional 100% emotional ó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
àwọn APC nìkan nínú wọn dùn àwọn APC nìkan nínú wọn dùn.
ó lórúkọ lọ yẹn mọ́ bí wrong.
ẹ túmọ̀ tó fọ́nì ni pé wọ́n ró ẹ mọye city boy bus náà ti rà buses náà ti rà over 100,000.
ẹ lọ kébé ẹ lọ kó city news àsìjọ. àwọn èèyàn tó kí nàìjíríà ẹ lọ kó city news àsìjọ ẹ lọ ra mọ́tò jàtìjàtì mọ́tò rogo ẹ lọ fowó ra pàǹgolo owó mẹ̀kúnnù ra pàǹgolo jọ ẹ ní èèyàn oníwọ̀ emotional. àwọn èèyàn sunkún ní nàìjíríà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń jáde lójú àwọn èèyàn ní nàìjíríà.
I'm not emotional because he's getting money from government. That's why it's not emotional. They are paying him salary now. That's a jobless. Why would he be emotional?
ẹ lọ ka Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 13 wọ́n ní kò ní dáa fún ìkà ènìyàn ẹ lọ kà.
The wicked will not go unpunished. The wicked will not go
kò ní dáa fáwọn ìkà èèyàn. You people should continue with what you are doing.
No, we should not be emotional. Our mothers are suffering. People are dying all that. You say we should not be emotional. Say we are emotional. Why would you be emotional? You don't know what you mean by the word emotional. When you push people to the wall, they don't know what to do. Things are hard for them. Things are difficult. Their expression will never be pleasing.
One time, emotional. It's not good now.
Emotional.
It's not good. I don't defend the one.
Tinubu is not emotional because why? That is why Tinubu is not emotional. With all what is happening, have you ever seen him come outside to say, oh, sorry, Nigeria. We had somebody, they buy these people, they buy this family. We are sorry. The family, we are going to support them with this one and send their children to school. They know they do so. It will be trapped. That's why they are not emotional. Their leader is evil in heart. For you to know that Tinubu is a wizard. When the Tinubu case were on the court with Obi, the Witches Association of Nigeria, they gathered and came out and say if Tinubu did not become president of Nigeria, they will make Nigeria miserable. Witches Association of Nigeria came out on newspaper. Go and check it. Witches come out and say if they don't give Tinubu chance to be president of Nigeria, say they go make Nigeria miserable for people. Witches Association of Nigeria supporting Tinubu. So that is why it's giving them access to blood. Come on, Jay, emotional.
Continue. Correction, mo ko ṣe fẹ́ lọ́rọ̀ tó sọ. Pé wọ́n wọ emotional sọ̀rọ̀, ó máa wọ emotional o. Torí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló ràn nínú vein wa. Ó yá continue ọ̀rẹ́ à ń gbọ́. Mo sọ pé a máa ó ṣe kò ṣe wà lẹ́nu kó tó kúrò níbí lẹ́nu. Ó máa lẹ́nu. With art. Digitally dark man in a hard way. Ó máa lẹ́nu.
In a hard way. You gonna like.
Èyí náà ti rí ohun tí a mú wá fún wa lénìí. Ẹ bá wa like, ẹ bá wa share, ẹ bá wa subscribe sí orí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ẹ bá wa tẹ notification bell so that a bá tún mú àwọn àkọ̀tun wá fún wa. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan máa rí. Títí di ìgbà tá ò tún máa pàdé lórí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ó dàbọ̀.